Alright, welcome back everybody. We are coming back to the Upper Mississippi River Valley farm. Haven't been on this one in probably a good month, but figured I'd change it up tonight. Still a great map. So, getting kind of burned out on Clover Creek, so we're back here tonight. I believe this is year 2 for us on this farm. Most of the crops planted. This is a field of spelts that I had planted some time ago. I tried to get that harvested, but I don't know. There's something around with the spelts. It yields something really crazy, so I just decided that just work it under. I've got winter wheat planted anyway, so there's no big deal. We're gonna have straw to bale. So yeah, we are back. Don't know how long we're gonna go tonight, but see how things go. Hopefully we can get that wheat cut and do some more do some tillage. I don't know if I'll be able to. I doubt I'll be able to plant some double crop beans on that wheat stubble, but might try out a test strip or something. So just try to finish this field up here quick first before we get any farther into doing other things on the farm. I know we still got the cart and the combine to get back. I got everything all the grain trucked, so that's gonna be good. So let's try to get this field done, and I don't know, we might plant it. I think we probably got enough crops in the ground for this year. I don't know. I haven't really made up my mind what else we're gonna get into tonight. Now, if you caught the stream last night, I tested out this Kuhn Krause accelerator. Liked it so much, I decided to go ahead and put this in the farm here as well. It's a really nice tool. Nice high quality mod that looks good. Nice width to it, so you can get a lot done in a day. I try to check the calendar. Yeah, but we can get some soybeans in the ground before. No, it might be risky. Might just plant field 40 to soybeans. Might roll the dice there. Be really cool with season's mod if you can double crop. You can't typically double crop in Mississippi or the Wisconsin-Illinois border around the Mississippi, but if seasons mod will allow, then hell, I'm gonna try it. So a few more rounds of this field will be done. Pack up, start moving some equipment back. We might jump ahead until there's some more work to be done on the farm, because nothing really else we can do. We're not making any hay on this at this location, so just kind of wait and let the crops grow. Now this accelerator takes quite a bit of power. I believe it needs at minimum 400. Went ahead and bought a new tractor as well to pull it. The 9570 is doing a pretty decent job. I don't know, there's a 620 model variant, if you will, at the shop. I don't know if getting that would have changed anything, or having the RX model instead of a wheeled version would have done any better, but it seems to be pulling it pretty decent on the hills. So like I said, it's a nice tool, just you do need the horsepower to pull it. So I think we probably got 2 more rounds to get this done. You can see some of the straw there on the ground. I was going to bale this field, but like I said, things being the way they were with the spelts, I didn't want to haul the 20 semi loads. It seemed like it was going to be of grain, so like I said, that's why we're just going to work it under here. It's got all the fertilizer on it anyway, so if we do want to plant another crop in it, we're pretty much good to go. So we're not really out anything except for seed and some time, but you just have to call this one a cover crop then. I said earlier, well, I said last night, it's kind of weird having the GPS engage button on your left mouse button when you're especially working on anywhere with the IC. I should probably remember to change that around at some point, but running with the joystick tonight, so. Yep, Tyler, it is same tractor, new farm. Explaining earlier, we decided to change things up and do some work on one of my older save games. Actually, the first Let's Play series I did. So I got a new tractor, brought the accelerator back, and just trying to finish up spring here. Gotta have high horsepower to pull it. Doing good, doing good. How about yourself? Things are going good on your end. Cold Saturday night. Don't really want to do anything else. Don't really want to venture outside. Check local listings, of course, but I think most of the U.S. you can say they're pretty cold. Been a battle just to keep warm. Alright. Looks like our last pass on this one, like I said, and then we're gonna get to moving some equipment back to the main farm. Kind of get geared up for wheat. Probably gonna just drop one field on the ground and at least drop the straw on the ground, and we'll get back to cutting that other field. Probably just chop that straw. I don't think we're gonna need that much straw baled up. Good to hear, Tyler. Good to hear. I need to hopefully wheat harvest goes well. I'd like to try to buy another field. Had my eye on field 30. Got a few fields around it, and a nice one to add on to, or add to the farm. Starting to pick up an acreage too, so at some point we're gonna have to look at a new combine. How long am I doing the stream? Probably, well, I don't know, at least 2 hours. Let's see how long we can go tonight. I don't know, the max I'll do is 4. 4 is as long as I can ever do a stream on YouTube, but we'll see. At least 2 hours. Yeah, it's a nice long field. It's not too much of a hassle to get planted either, so. The other thing is that part of the field boundary juts into field 31, so I can't actually plant parts of field 31 without owning field 30. So kind of is a pain in the ass. I think it's like 473,000. It's It's a bit up there. I doubt I'll be able to get to it tonight. But hopefully with the rest of the main harvest, we can try to get that bought. Let's park this up here and run back to the dairy is where I left the other two. Be the flash here for a second. The other two pieces of equipment. I'll say this Following Me mod is amazing. Yeah, the field prices in this map are a bit wild. For a 30-acre field, I don't think it's probably not worth that much. Alright. Yeah, we'll get this stuff back here shortly and then speed up time in it. Yeah, it must have a gold, or it's got a few oil wells on it or something, because it's high dollar. Now normally when you play on this map you actually own all the fields, but for a little more realism I jumped into Giants Editor and I made it so I didn't own everything. I owned a few. What am I doing here? Wrong button. Did it again. So that, you know, I'd have something more to work for or work towards. Other thing I probably should do is try to get a grain auger and see if I put grain into those bins. I thought I didn't. I may have. We might need to haul some of that, but probably gonna wait until we take these fields off here, and then if there's something in it, we'll empty it out. Otherwise, we'll just fill them up. It's kind of, did that not? Oh, damn, one of them got stuck. But yeah, that if there's something in the bins, we'll deal with it when harvest comes. I thought that was following. Well, at least this one's a faster tractor. What time is it? It is 7:30ish my time. So just the start of the evening. cart following again. Oh, I gotcha. Minnesota, I used to work out in Wisconsin, so know all about the Central Time Zone. I don't know if you can really have a preference on time zones, but I did not, or I did enjoy the Central Time Zone. Everything started at 8 on the TV. You could be in bed by 10 and wouldn't miss nothing. Only 9 degrees. Shit, I think we're at 2 here. I cannot believe it. Shouldn't be that cold in Ohio, but it is. And it's been cold since right before Christmas. One of the longest cold stretches I think I've ever been in. Ooh, yeah, you guys got a little wind chill factor going on. We've had some bad wind over the last few days, but it's supposed to warm up tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know, it feels like the cold has set in officially and not going to go anywhere, but if it does, it does warm up. I got a shit ton of soil sampling I got to do at work, so if the ground thaws out a little bit, I'd slightly be happy. Got to start working on that, so. Now, if everybody watching's got a little time, I did like a video, added it in a playlist. Got a YouTube channel with work. Love to see y'all check that one video out. We got some application of some potash and rye. It's pretty neat. One of our applicators kind of explaining what he's doing, what they're spreading, kind of what he's thinking as an applicator when he's out doing a job. It's really nice. Yeah, I know, it was kind of weird weather-wise this year. The snow started falling right before Christmas, and it never left us. I know where you're at, Tyler, it should be white about the middle of November on, but you guys kind of lucked out this year. I know when I started working in Wisconsin, I moved there in December, and there's like 3 or 4 foot of snow on the ground, and I'd never seen that much snow, and that was kind of eye-opening, just how cold and how snowy it can get. The channel is Mid-Wood Agronomy. It's also in my playlist, Stuff from Work, I believe. We'll be adding a lot more content to that from time to time, doing some interviews, doing some general ag related stuff. So yeah, keep an eye on that. It's should be a really neat channel to watch if you're into ag, like checking stuff out. We trying to get the company a little more into the social media aspect, so whenever we can get it, we have a simulator from Growmark. They've got a spray applicator training simulator thing. We're going to be testing out, checking out. Definitely going to have a couple videos, or at least one on that, up there on the work channel, and mine as well. Probably me checking it out. That's got me really excited because kind of want to see how they did it. You know, me playing Farm Sim, kind of seeing how they did their simulator as opposed to, you know, something like this. So that's going to be really neat. Growmark's really interesting, really cool company to work with. So, like I said, it's really eager to check that out and see what it can do, because that is going to be a lot of fun. So, well, back to the farm. See if this thing we can fit into this shed. Oh yeah, this whole rig is a humongous outfit. Go ahead and turn him off. Up in the combine, the loudest machine on the farm. I don't know why, but it's always been just crazy loud. I'll leave the header out here. I think I've got some room in the shop. Yep. Yeah, like I said, we're going to be getting on to wheat harvest tonight anyway, so header being outside for just a little bit is not going to be too much of a problem. Cool, thanks, man. We definitely want and need as many subscribers as we can. Gonna try to get another video cut together at some point. Some more fall application stuff. You know, it all has to do pertaining to the co-op side. So, you know, when farmers call for services to be done, that's what we provide. So it's going to be pretty neat. All right, so everything is back in the shed. So I think we're going to speed up time. There's another Growmark member company right there, Conserve, out in Iowa, Northern Illinois. So many FS out there, I can't keep them all straight. So we're gonna speed some time up here and see how that week gets along. Well, seeing the wheat hasn't headed out yet. I'm hoping that it will pick up some growth here, because I need to. There we go. There we go. There, she's all headed out now. I don't think it's ready to be harvested yet. Nope. I'm gonna probably have to wait a little bit longer. Looks like the other field is ripening up, so let's jump another day. All right. Yeah. So I'm just fast forwarding time. There is nothing else for us to do but just wait for the crops to grow. So um, I've got the speed time up very quickly mod, as I call it, just because I don't really want to be waiting. Yeah, we'll get back to work as soon as this stuff's ready to go. Should probably be a little more patient and let everything catch up. Alright. See what, we will get the auger on the bin at least. For, I think they're both about the same size. We're kind of waiting for that wheat to mature up. I remember how to use this thing. Got a new mouse. I do enjoy the adjustable DPI. Now, you don't have to be that much of a stickler on this, but I like it looking as realistic as possible, so. Alright. It's got that. Get this as close as possible. This fade right there is probably as good as we need it. Alright, so that's not updated. I think we oughta get that ready. Really all we need to do is put the header on the combine. We're good to go. So go ahead and check the other crops, see how they're growing. Getting a little bit cut in frame rate there for some reason. I don't know what was going on, but I think it's just the truck. Got kind of an issue. It looks like soybeans are blooming. Be a good time to hit them with some fungicide. I'm not gonna do that, of course. Don't really have the material in game to do that, sadly. But I think, yep, put that one. I think everything's in beans down here. So we're gonna go ahead and go up to the other farm. Got some machinery stored up there, and that's where I think that's where I put all the corn. So. Yeah, the money loss is just vehicle maintenance and running costs. That's all part of Seasons mod. Nothing you can really do about it. And there goes the stop sign. Because the Seasons does years, it increases some things. If you know, you can see the maintenance. I got 2 days until maintenance is required on the truck, so I don't really know what happens at that point. I don't play around with Seasons mod that much, so we'll see. I'm sure it's probably not a whole lot to do, but yeah, we got to get some wheat cut, get some crop sold so we can have some more money to put in the bank. All right. Yeah, thinking these 3 fields up here to corn. I don't generally like showing a whole lot of corn, so I figure this would be tasseling by now, but maybe that's another growth stage. I'm not really sure. Gonna play around with the drone here real quick. See if we can speed some time up here. We jump the day. See where everything is at growth wise. Why is... Yeah, apologies if the stream is jumping around. I don't really know what's going on. Seems like it's lagging between the recording, but well, that's okay, I guess. Still late summer. Expected to be cutting wheat by now, so I don't know what's really going on. I think this is one of the biggest complaints I got about seasons is stuff doesn't mature when you want it to. When you speed up time, I guess. Never really played without speeding up time, so I mean, I don't really know what else you're supposed to do while you're waiting for crop to grow, so might as well go the other way. But I've got the time set to 120, so maybe that'll change something. So I don't really know. Anytime I've planted a crop that's supposed to overwinter, like winter wheat, it doesn't ever really work right. So, no, I've never used moderators for the stream. I never really have a lot of people, you know, chatting heavy, I guess. So I just don't really set that up. Don't really know how to either. I know people have asked about Discord as well. Again, I never really played around with it a whole lot, so I just kind of don't do any of that stuff. I mean, maybe as the channel grows, hopefully we can do some more of that stuff, but until then, I don't really, haven't really gotten into it. Alright, well, we're back to the main farm. We're gonna, I don't know how to get that wheat right, so. Gonna get back, let's park this up. Yeah, I guess you're slightly a moderator. You've been hitting up the chat pretty well. Let's park this up by the house. Yeah, like you said, I haven't really needed to moderate too much because that's odd. I don't have a lot of people talking, so anyway, we're tempted to jump another day. Really quite surprised that that hasn't jumped up yet. Try to give that some more time, I guess. Um, yeah, yeah, it's appreciated. You know, somebody talking in the chat does help get a conversation going, which is always kind of nice. Because it's always fun to talk farming simulator, actual farming, anything like that. Try to hook this header on here. Oh, shit, I can't even get through that. Yeah, I don't think I can get through the gate there. It's like the only field I can't take the header through the gate to get to the field, so. Yeah, money's bet dry. Do not really want to add anything more to the. Don't want to add any more debt to my loan, but may end up having to. If I get a negative, I get a negative. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Such is the life of a farmer. Always moving money, not really making anything. We'll go ahead and get some more just so we can jump some time. I'm still surprised that that stuff hasn't ripened. We're gonna have to jump another season. See if we can let that weed update. I mean, this stuff should be ready to go. If we're doing stuff realistically, that hell it would have been cut a month ago. Michael, welcome back. Yeah, I remember. Good to see you back. Yeah, Seasons Mod and me have never gotten along. When I start getting tempted to switch it off, do the harvest, and switch it back on. See, these aren't ready yet. These still need to drop their leaves, so. Yeah, Michael, welcome back. Good to see you. Got a lot more content since that first video, so. See, I'm telling you, the wheat is broken by some measure of things. I don't know why. And the corn too. Go ahead and jump another day. Otherwise, we're gonna just start cutting beans. Yeah, I'm gonna start cutting beans. This is stupid. I want that button. Yeah, I hunt. I can't hunt as much as I'd like to. Like I said, I work for a co-op, so once the crops come off the field in the fall, I don't have much time because assisting with spreading and if there's any fall spraying, helping with that. So not a lot of time to deer hunt or do any trapping like I like to do, just because we're pretty busy if it's nice out. So, Milo Valley Farms, how's it going tonight? Welcome to the stream. We're just starting to do a harvest, try to cut some soybeans. Got seasons installed, and the wheat for some reason is not letting me harvest it, so I decided to start in on the beans. Get this header hooked up. I want to cut just a hair, just a little opening area, and then we'll get the cart and everything moved over. Yes, I do. Like I said, we're gonna probably the first load we cut is gonna get sold. It's a problem. I got quite a big bank loan, just trying to get enough ground to farm that. And had to put some money on the loan just to get that new tractor and stuff. So I need to start paying on with that, but I want to get that other chunk of ground too. There we go. Get the cart here. Or get the semi. Get that out to the field. I'll tell you what, that animation gets me every time. I think it's about the most neat thing on this tractor that I've ever seen. I wish all of them had it, but I don't know how to add that, so. Get this guy to follow the combine. Alrighty, sure thing. We'll see you when you get back. Let him be, and we're gonna get to cutting beans. Now, back to the loudest combine in farm sim history. Should have everything set up. Yeah, you should be able to hear me fine. Get that AB set up. Good to go. Now, if I can remember right, I think think that these were Liberty Link beans. Yeah, we got some Extendamax, or X beans as they're pretty much called, on a couple other fields. Kind of the joys of doing this somewhat realistic is you can act like you've got some different varieties out on a field. Ooh, I need to slow time down. Gotta hit 120x. Yep, I'm gonna say that I am glad I think we brought the cart with us, because I doubt I would have made it around the whole field without having a dump. So yeah, I'd do this without missing any. He said I gotta do most of this end cab because of how loud the machine is. It doesn't come over the airways real well, so. Try to get a chunk of this field cut, and I think we're gonna come in behind the combine with that accelerator and start working some ground up. I check as well. Yep. I don't know, the wheat is glitched or something. I don't know. I'm gonna bet you that wheat becomes harvestable in either winter or next spring. Yeah, we're about half full, so. See how close we can get. We might have to turn around so I can dump onto that cart. Just gonna have to play that by ear though. I want to try to. I'd like to get around it, but. See this using the joystick to steer is a lot nicer than trying to use just the keyboard. Wouldn't mind a steering wheel, but those are not the cheapest devices in the world, so I'd prefer the joystick. It's pretty neat to set up for when you're spraying too. I gotta configure it different for the different machinery I'm using that day, but still all in all pretty fun. We're almost to the straight again, so I'm gonna probably turn back around. Trying to take a full swath, and I just don't want to miss any of the beans. Got it turned around. Now I gotta try to get that cart turned around and up beside me here. Turn the hood off. Shouldn't have done that. Okay, I don't know where he's going, but it's definitely not where I want him to go. Generally I wouldn't do this on the unload on the go and curves, but it looks like missed a little spot there, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Alright, just about empty. Get the hell out of the way. Get the speed set too. I'll make sure that cart is at least not in a fence post. Nope, we're good. There we go. Well, I gotta check course play too, because I might have. No, thought I might have a course set up for the grain cart, but I don't. So what I'm gonna do is we get up to the semi there, I'm gonna set one up quick so that I don't have to have him following me around. Make life a lot easier. Since we already got the auger set up on the bin, we're pretty much good to go. only have to hop out to dump the semi. Hopefully there's 2 semi loads out here. Can't remember from the last time it was in beans what it yielded, but that's pretty decent. I got periodic plowing off just for the sheer fact that I don't want to work all this ground all the time. So as long as you fertilize it once, you're good to go. Almost half full again. Grab that, yep. Let's take this AB line down. I know we're cutting a little of the grass there, but we probably didn't make a straight one on the other end, so just want to keep everything square. Alright, where are we at? That should be good enough. Alright, let's shut that thing up. Try to set up a decent course that this thing can actually use right. Need that one. Coordinate here. Now we're just gonna probably empty it since well, it's pretty much empty now, so. Alright. Stop that, save it. Kurt. Sure, it's got the combine here. I don't know what I set. Yeah, that'll work. Get back to cutting. I'm sure. No, thought the grain cart might activate. I'm already at 50%, so that thing should be heading my way anyway, but I guess we'll see what happens here. Hopefully we can get all of this. Yep, I think we're gonna be good. Didn't really have square sides, so. Turn that off. See if we can get that grain cart coming out. It's not. Why isn't it moving? moving because it's not set up right. Need to go ahead and set it up correctly. Alright, now it should be working. Get this headland done, we'll start getting a big chunk of the field finished. Probably should take a full swath too, so. Now I know I got that cart following me. I'm pretty much just having me follow me around so he can be on the right side of the field. I needed to dump, but I didn't need him to be stopped over there, so we're just having him follow us around until we're on the other side, so he's not driving through the standing crop while he's going to dump on the truck. That's a good scene right there. Who knows, that picture could be the thumbnail. See what we got? Yeah, we'll unload this one. see what's going on with that cart tractor here. Alright. Just haven't used courseplay enough lately. Alright, let's see. Yeah, like I said, gotta get the crop cut. Feel like a real life farmer. Pretty much broke by the time you start harvesting. It's about the time the salespeople like me start knocking on the door, climbing in combines, saying, "Hey, you want to buy something?" It's always the answer you get. Well, let me get something cut before I can buy something. So that's what we need, a mod in farm sim of the agronomist, the crop specialist, come out and see you and sell you stuff. I don't know why I'm rocking here. That head should flex more than that. But yeah, the first load of beans off this field we're gonna go sell. I think I wish that would keep running. Yeah, prices are coming back up. That's another part of farm sim I'm not really big on, is if you have a relatively larger size farm and you sell a semi-load of grain, the price drops out immediately. And I had figured that out in 15, but I don't know how to fix it in 17, so if y'all know how to change that, let me know. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're doing pretty good. I don't really have anything to make it much harder. It is on the hard setting, so I don't know if that's killing yield or not, but I wasn't streaming earlier when I was cutting some spelts, but you might cut an acre, and I had or probably 2 acres, and I might have had a semi-load out of that, and that was getting to be a little too much. So, because that's not right. Spelts don't yield like that, so. That's why I decided to work them under, because that wasn't right. Wasn't realistic. Get this load dumped on him. Yeah. I like, at least in this game, I like how they're trying to make certain practices yield less, yield more. but I don't really like how they're going about it. They could have just improved stuff a little better. Alright, let's see if that stops him. Hey, it did. Good deal. God damn it. Oh, yeah, okay. No, that's fine. See if he ends up in the woods or not. I bet he does. I mean, I guess I don't really have much reference on you know, how proper or how big these fields actually are, but I don't know. Good beans at 55. Yeah, yeah, you ain't kidding. I wish everything measured in bushels, but I think that's just the kind of the language of this game. Everything's in a 1 = 1 = 1 kind of a deal, but yeah, everything in bushels would actually make a lot more sense. Or at least have a setting you could check the bushels for all of us who play in America and not Europe, where everything's liters and all that crap. Because liters to me mean pretty much absolutely nothing. So it's kind of hard to guess if it's doing good or not. I have tried to do the math, but then again, I don't know how big exactly the field is, so I can't really tell what the yield they've actually programmed in is. We're trucking right along here. Yeah, I can't remember what I think it's like 35 liters to the bushel. I don't know. I just go to Google. I've got some awesome conversion stuff. Made life a lot easier. But I'm thinking it's like 35 liters to a bushel, but I mean, I guess they're volumetric, so they both convert easily. Now, I should have called that cart over, but I didn't, so I'll do it right now. Yeah, I mean, 70 bushel would be okay. I know a few farmers who would be absolutely pissed by that, but oh, okay, yeah. A 60-pound wheat isn't too terrible. But yeah, I mean, the game doesn't really account for moisture, test weight, any of that stuff. 75. Yeah, I'd be happy with 75. I mean, wheat isn't really worth much. I mean, all depends on what you're growing. I think it's like at 430, 420 right now. It's not really, don't really do much with it. Make some money on the straw at least, hopefully, but that's about it. Where were you guys growing? Winter wheat or what? 50s in canola. Canola's a crop I know absolutely nothing about. We don't grow it in the Midwest, or at least in my area, and wish we did. It looks like an awesome crop to mess with, um, but we just don't have a market for it, nowhere to go with it, so we don't get the joy of dealing with it. But we'd, or I'd definitely like to at least play with it. Really, corn, soybeans, a little bit of wheat kind of gets boring as an agronomist from day to day. Plus, it looks like a hell of a lot of fun to swath. So, spring wheat. Yep, we messed around a little bit with that, but 75 isn't bad on that, I would imagine. And of course, oats. Oats are fun to grow. Wish more acres in the U.S. could go to oats in my area, but again, we don't really have anywhere to go with them. Plus, I guess they grow a lot of that stuff in the prairie states and up in Canada, so. I guess us in Ohio just need to stick with corn and beans. Holy shit. Yeah, I'd like to grow canola. There's some money in that. Yeah, we don't have a 700 bushel. Let's crunch the numbers. Yeah, we can't even make that on beans, so it would be a pretty decent crop to grow. Of course, if everybody grew it, it wouldn't be worth anything either. Yep. Decided to get my tractor unstuck here. Increase this to 85. I should have just done this. Yeah, canola sounds like a hell of a crop to grow. At least money-wise, but I don't know what all the kind of inputs you got in it either are. I imagine it's not that cheap to grow something like that. Plus you gotta swath it or push it. Oh, okay, you're up in Manitoba. Yeah, that's prime wheat and canola growing area. Yeah, you guys probably don't get into into the corn and beans. Not really much growing season for that. That's not bad size operation. Yeah, going to high school and college, worked on about 1,000 acre grain farm. We did a bunch of hay too. about the perfect size in my head for a farming operation. Not too big, not too little. Here in the States, probably should be a little bit bigger, but well, I got you. Yeah, we had kind of mishmash down home on equipment. Mostly was agco stuff, but had a couple deers. Oh, okay. How did the beans do? They had to have been, oh God, triple O twos or threes. About 60 days from plant to harvest on them, I'd imagine. Maybe longer. I've never really messed with anything that crazy early. Been some early stuff though. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, I've watched YouTube videos of the swathers swathing canola, and that looks, I don't know, looks interesting. Looks kind of fun. It looks like you're cutting just a ginormous crop of hay. Well, it's not too bad on beans. Not for real short season stuff. I'd be happy with that. I imagine they're gonna go for livestock feed up that way anyway, so probably can get rid of them easily. Alrighty, Mike, we will see you next time. Glad you could stay and watch a little bit. I've had fun. Hopefully do this some point tomorrow too, so yeah, stay tuned to the channel. Alright, Kurt, let's go. Do not have all day. Should had him start a little sooner. Alright, here we go. Well, now we're gonna have to wait, but that's good. Yeah, yeah, if it was a trial and they got 25-30 bushel, that's pretty decent. Hell, sometimes that's all we get here, so just all depends on the weather. But you guys wouldn't have the disease that we would have, so that pressure would be kind of nice not have to deal with. I know we were fighting sudden death syndrome and a little bit of white mold, not too much, but I'm just glad 2017 is officially over. All the rain and everything. I will not miss it. Check something here. Yeah, you can go ahead. Don't know deers as well as anybody else, but the newer stuff I've gotten down kind of, well, a little bit. shit, didn't even have the GPS engaged. Let's see where we're at on this field. I'm about halfway across. 3/4 done. Tyler, welcome back. Hope dinner was good. And having a little discussion about farming in Manitoba. It's quite interesting stuff. Ah, salad. Good big salad isn't bad to eat every once in a while. I think dinner tonight for me is some, how are these called? Some of that puff corn, so salad's probably better. Yeah. Alright, trucking right along, I think. Seems like I'm always cutting beans at night on this farm. I don't know what it is, but it's about the time that I catch that they're ready to harvest, I guess. That's quite a fleet of equipment. I recognize some of the models, the model numbers on that list. Yeah, we still haven't gotten a full semi-load of beans yet, so still wanting to keep cutting until we can get that full, and we'll have some money then. I'm not too worried about it. There's a bank, I can borrow money, not a big deal. Is he stuck? He is stuck. Well, the problem's unloading right at the end here. Might as well tab in and no, the wheat's not done. I'm kind of over it at this point. It will it'll get cut whenever it decides that it's time to get cut. It's still a pain in the ass, but not really much I can do about it. Even though I was really looking forward to cutting it first, but yeah. Is the 2955, that's a self-propelled swather unit, isn't it? Or am I getting that mistaken with something else? I can't remember all the numbers, all this equipment. Used to be a lot better at it, but oh, okay. Yeah, no, Massey swathers are pretty much, well, they're Heston's, same company from Agco. Never actually run one of those. I have run a self-propelled disc mine from Deere, but that was a few years back. That was back when I was in college. What pretty nice cutting alfalfa. It's kind of weird doing 14 miles an hour cutting alfalfa and doing a decent job at it. Get a lot of acres done in a day. Yeah, hopefully we can get to the wheat tonight, but I probably won't speed time up again, so probably like 300 or 400 acres of beans to get cut too, so see what happens. If it updates, we'll cut it. Yeah, it could be. Oh yeah, 2955. I got you. Littler ones. Yeah, like I said, tractors and their numbers. There's about a billion of them anymore. It's not like they'll run a series of numbers for 10 years now either. At least everybody's now got the system of kind of series tractors they are with the horsepower behind them. That makes guessing what kind of tractor it is really easy now. You know, like you got the 8R series or the 9R series, or even with like the case equipment does kind of, or the New Holland equipment I know does about the same thing. So, well, shit, I didn't call him again. Try this. I just can't get this thing to go 3 miles an hour. To be honest, I've been in about every piece of equipment used, every line, every company. Um, we had a case on the school farm. They were about the most temperamental, but I ran a case Titan at work, so it wasn't bad. Just needed a new drive system, or a different drive system. Alright. I will see you in a bit, Tyler. Yeah, no, like I said, I prefer the orange stuff, even if it is discontinued now. Um, good luck with the New Holland. We got a New Holland at that farm I helped when I was younger. CVT, love the hell out of that drive system. Um, New Hollands are pretty decent though. Deers haven't had really too many issues with them. Always seemed like they lacked a little power, but that was my interpretation of what was going on. But I don't know. Try to be about as colorblind as I can nowadays because everybody makes pretty decent stuff. It's really all about your dealer. If you got a good dealer, that's probably the equipment line you're gonna have. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Haven't. I ran a newer Massey once. That was a nice tractor. I will take Agco's CVT over anybody else's any day. Um, but yeah, like I said, they're all just about the same. It's more of a personal preference. I think that everybody getting crazy about color is kind of stupid myself, but ah, yeah, that's a good reason to have deer equipment if you got family in with the deer dealership. Because then they can get you parts whenever you need it. Didn't think I planned around that. Alright. Well, hopefully by the time that we get this field done, this tractor will quit getting stuck. What the hell? I don't know what just happened. It was really weird. Really weird. Never had that happen before, so. Just act like everything's normal and keep running. Yeah, that's kind of convenient. Like I said, having family work for the Deere dealership or any dealership you're doing business with. Yeah, I know. It must be a year for tires for everybody. We had a few tire issues on the 4940 spreading fertilizer this fall. Fucking popped two of them within about 2 weeks. It's not a fun ordeal doing out in the field. But so is life at a co-op. Yeah, I can understand that. Um, I would have figured up in Canada everything would have just been MacDons, but Raging Gaming. No, I don't. I've never actually watched them. I don't really watch a lot of farming sim streams. I just go out and play it generally. Probably ought to, but never. I don't know. Never really got into it. Well, that's kind of odd. I don't know. Everybody's free to watch what they like, watch what they want. Um, I don't know. Just don't understand why anybody want to freak out, but Hey, whatever. Um, yeah, don't piss anybody off. That doesn't really do any good for anybody. Oh, okay. That's pretty neat to know that um, your neighbor's got some MacDons. I've only seen them run on YouTube. Never seen them in real life. I had a buddy who worked in Montana for an Agco dealership, and they sold MacDon swathers, but I don't know. He talked them up pretty highly. My God, Tyler, you're really starting some shit over there tonight. Didn't know that was actually possible either. Well, welcome to talk about any YouTuber you want. Can't really stop you. Don't really see the point. I mean, everybody's got plenty of time to watch other people. Okay. Um, so what in the hell? Ah, it needs maintenance. Come on, I just need to get this flipping field done here. Looks like we're gonna be doing some in the field maintenance tonight. Just run up the shop and I don't know, figure something out. That semi's gonna be full too, so we might as well haul that into town and get some cash going. Yeah, I know a swather's about a swather. There's not really much difference you can do, I would imagine. They all have a header, and they all pretty much drop it right as soon as it gets cut, so. Alright, go ahead and shut this down. He's off. He needs maintenance. Shit, I didn't realize it's that close. He's full. He needs maintenance. Alright, well. So, yeah, let's get some money. Let's get this thing back to the shop so it doesn't keep shutting down on me. Like I said, I haven't played long enough to have the maintenance counter go off on me, so pretty interesting. It just shuts down. They don't do that in real, well, they do in real life if it dies. Come on. There you go. That's really annoying. I think I've got a box up here. If not, we're gonna have to. Shit, there we go. Maybe no. Yeah, good. Should turn on the flash. These things are terrible to walk around with too. Oh, that's not terrible. But I need more money now. Alright, good to go. 30 hours or 36 days. Yeah, everybody's gotta be a little different sometimes. Yeah, oh shit. Yeah, it stalled out because of the maintenance aspect of Seasons. I think it's Seasons. I'm pretty sure it's Seasons that does that. But yeah, you got to periodically repair equipment, and that's why it was stalling. Because the combine did it a couple times, and that's what was going on. So haul this to town now. Now the best price is across the river, but I don't have the time to drive all the way across there. So we're gonna go to the grain site that's closer. I wish there was one not down the hill here, but it's all we got. So go and sell this. Hopefully we've waited long enough the prices come back up a bit more, because I'd like to sell a few loads and not just one. The bins, I can't remember. I think they're Brock's at the main farm. When you download this map, it comes with a grain bin pack, and he's got just about every kind imaginable. Whoa, let's not use that. He's got about every kind imaginable with or in that pack that you can run. Lots of different sizes too. It's really nice. Nice that he included it with the map pack. I gotta see where we're going here. Yeah, and they could have been GSIs too. I'm not really sure. He said I haven't really looked at them lately. Once you get them up, there's not much to them in this game. It doesn't really change anything. Yeah, I've been wanting to try to get a server going, but I need to make sure everybody's got my version of the mods, because a few of these I have changed, like the semis. If you look at the door, when we get up here, I'll show you. But I added a company logo to it to look like it was a piece of used equipment from the local co-op. A couple other things. So I gotta make sure everybody gets my version when I start up a server. Yeah, I'm gonna show you real quick. See, I added that emblem there, so which I think makes it look a little cooler, like it was a used work truck, like I said. So, all right, finally in the green or the black. Probably lose most of it when we start up again, or start the next day, but until then. Well, I think what is the oh, it doesn't say. About 65% full on that cart, so it's gonna put a big chunk into the this truck. I was hoping for two semis, but it's not gonna be. That's still not too bad. Yeah, I just getting up and down this hill. Wish there was an elevator closer. But we're not going on the other side of the map or across the Mississippi there to sell, so it's not so bad. Alright. Since that field's done, I'll cart the beans on the cart back over. Is that wheat done even? Alright, well, wheat's not done, so just pull this out in the field, I guess. Try to make sure I can find the entrance. Yeah, there we go. Try to not put it in the deep ditch on this one. Pretty much guarantee the trailer will, but I didn't. That was some decent driving. Alright, turn that off. Alrighty, look at the chat here. Wasn't watching because I was trying to make sure I didn't wreck. Yep, that's American Style Modding is where I get about 95% of my stuff. Yeah, that's the stock truck. All I did was add the logo to it, so. Oh shit, I can't get out of the. But yeah, American Style Modding, they got a lot of good stuff. Alright, take this back and get it serviced. Probably put some fuel in it too. Yeah, those the 6, 7, and 8 Rs are really nice. They came with the download for the first version of this map. That's where I originally got them, so. But I've kept them ever since because they're really nice, nice high quality, nice good detail work on them. Yeah, American Eagle. American Eagle's good, but they were better. Turn that loud ass shit off. They were a lot better back in 15 and 13. Now for 17, it seems like they just don't have as much anymore, which is a shame because they used to have the good, really good stuff. Holy Christ! Well, there went all the money. Wonder what the tractor's gonna run me now. Should remember to service everything when before the season starts and not have to do it in season. Jesus. It's just about a lease payment, so I don't know. I don't know if I like the whole maintenance thing. Fuel this. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of money anyway. It doesn't matter. We're gonna have to sell another load. Alright, look at it. Yep. Alright, go spend a ginormous chunk of change on this one. Wow. Well, there went all our money. But we don't have too much to go, and then we're gonna have another semi-load of beans sitting, so have to direct sell those too, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Yeah, that's enough fuel. I get that thing fueled up before we go to the next field. I'm gonna hop in the combine, get a space opened up for it, and then make its course quick. I know I mention it every time I'm in this machine, but I really need to speed it up. Do I watch Mike Less? No, not really sure who that is. Don't actually watch a lot of YouTubers who do farming sim. Mostly, well, the only one I really watch is Daggerwin. He's always got some good content. Open this up quick. Okay, cool. Yeah, speaking of versatiles, I never been in one, but I always like looking at them. I don't know. They really look like a nice, decent machine with a shit ton of horsepower on them. And I want to check out their four-wheel drives, but we really want to check out their sprayer too. I've seen various pictures pop up on Facebook and other sorts of media feeds, and didn't realize they did sprayers as well as you know, their big tractor line and such. I think they got, I'm not sure if they got combines or not, but really neat looking stuff though. Is he done yet? think we're gonna have a big enough hole. We'll go grab the cart here quick. Get past the truck. There's a quite big field, so if we can get enough on the go ahead and open up a little more. Try to get this combine full. And hopefully what's on the cart and the combine will fill the truck up and we can go sell that quick. I'm gonna get us some more money here quickly. That load probably killed the price at the elevator there though. There's a good decent pile back here. Opening up the field, trying to crowd the header. Excuse me, there. Trying to crowd the header, try not to miss anything. Oh, there we go. We're half full. I think, yeah, we'll just turn around. Alright, that should be enough of a splash to top the semi off here. See if I can do this from in cab. I'm always too far away or too close? Too close. get him. Get this lined up to go around the field here. Go get the cart. If she'll start. Oh, alright. Yeah, it is a hell of a map. I've been playing on it for, well, since it launched. Really want to see the final product, if there will be one. I know haven't heard anything from the map author for a while on the on his Facebook page, so gonna be hard telling if this is all we get or if there's gonna be a final version. Well, doesn't look like the cart had as much in it as I thought, so we're gonna have to cut a little more and top off that truck. And since we're at it, I'm gonna set up the course. Shit, I can't do that. Alrighty. Sounds good. I am turn this off. Tell you what, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. Not very long. I gotta check the wood burn, make sure it's actually got wood in it. It's a bit cold out tonight, but I will be back on very shortly. So I will be back. Alright, perfect. Well, I'm back. Just out of wood. Just about out of wood, too, so. Oh, had to run back upstairs. So, get ready to, or get back to cutting beans. No. Looks like my A-B line's off, but I think it's straight. I think it just put a little bit of overlap there, and I'm just hanging off a little bit. Yeah, I hear you. I got this. I think, what is this? I think it's a 670, 680. This thing is louder than holy heck, too. Nope. Beans don't look like doing as good as they were over there. Can't really tell, but see if I can figure it out. Yeah, there ain't no way in hell that field's only 9 samples. Yeah, it's not like 14 or 18 acres. He said it's a little subjective because field size, all you gotta do is when you're in Giants Editor, just type it in. So you can have a 3,000 acre field be 2 hectares. But yeah, I've got oh, what is it? That sand deck or whatever, and the Farm King auger. Could never get the backhoe to work for some reason. Really didn't try too hard, but alright, that's 50. Now, nice thing about cutting beans at night on farm sim is that you don't have to worry about shit bunching up on the guards on the cutter head. Of course, with the draper you can kind of move the knives, but I don't know how many nights you got to just shut down at about 8 o'clock because you're not going to get any more cut for the day. It's a shame when everything else is working good. Yeah, I haven't going back to the augers on this map. Like I said, I haven't really got figured out the backhoe, so I just didn't really try too hard, I guess, either. But the swing away from that Farm King was good enough. So I mean, it's not the level of quality I'd like, but that's all I got. I think I've got a newer backhoe auger, but well, I don't really have too much money on this game yet, so I just decided to not try it out. Probably should, but I just haven't. Alright, now for the big question. Will I make it to the end of the field without running out or running over? I guess you can't really do that on here, but that's going to be close. I think we're going to get it. Okay. Yeah, the Farm Kings must be a northern thing, because I've never even heard of them, to be honest with you, until they popped up on the game. Let's hop back in cab, fill the truck up. Pretty much use Mayrath and is it Mayrath? I think it's Mayrath at home. Shut this down. I'll let the cart tractor move up in better position. Yeah, we got a tiny Westfield to unload, but that's all we got, because Mayrath has well, the dealer's Mayrath dealers, so you can just get all the augers from him. He doesn't really like it if you get something else other than his, so. I mean, that's the only millwright for the next 50 miles. You just get what he's got, keep him happy. Alright, we'll see what this this load will bring us here. Probably shouldn't be doing 50 down this hill, but kind of get our money back so I can start putting grain in the bin so I actually make money on it, not just get by. Yeah, like I said, I've never actually dealt with anything but a Mayrath auger, so I can't really say if can't really agree or disagree with you. Would say I wouldn't mind an actual power swing or hydraulic lift on the swing away part, but because that looks really neat. But I don't know how much more those cost. Seems like on the newer Mayraths too that the PTO shaft's a lot weaker than it was. Alright, 24, we've got some money now, finally. Get this back up. I don't know if the $1,000 price stays, I'm gonna probably haul a load across the river. I didn't actually look at the price till I was dumping, so but I could use it. It wouldn't hurt the farm at all. Cannot steer with the joystick going down the road. It's a little too sensitive. I know I've tried a couple times tonight, but it's amazing how the end cab view feels like you're hauling ass. Yeah, except the corn. The corn, I think they're at the ethanol plant. I think is where you get the highest price for that one. But yeah, everything else I think has to get shipped over. But I'm too lazy and I don't like really trucking, so. Alright, well, we are back finally. We'll park this up and get back to cutting. I'm gonna cut that other headland out. Let me turn the lights out too. I'm gonna cut the other headland out on the other side, and then I'll just racetrack around this larger part of the field. Be a lot easier for the cart. Yeah, I have okay luck doing follow me with two semis. Generally, the one gets whichever one's the closest behind me just wrecks because it's trying to speed up around a corner to catch me. Which if you've got just a regular grain setup, like most maps do, rock and course play is the way to go. Alright, well that puts the cart in a good position. He's out in the middle. I'll be a bit before he gets full, so. Really gotta get that 9R on to start working up the whole field 37 too, but alright, cut down the rest of this way. I think I'd probably get by with two passes on this end. I know I did three. I think I did three down there. You can get by with two, so it makes the turn a lot easier when you got three on. I think that's the 35 foot head. So I know I planted this with a DB90, so be a little different in real life. I don't know how guys cut them with the big, when they plant big 90-foot headlands. There's that. Monitor was in a little bit better spot. Maybe I need to buy a bigger header, because that snout is really in a terrible position. Get this a little bit done. Yeah, that DB60 on ASM is fantastic looking. It's probably my favorite planner that I've seen. Somebody took a lot of time to get that right. The air drills, I still haven't. I don't know. Haven't gotten it. I played around with it. One was converted. I didn't really like the way it looked, so I didn't get it. So all I've been using is a 30-foot Great Plains that the 6R can pull. I don't need a lot of crazy horsepower to pull it, so that's been kind of my go-to for the wheat. But everything else has just been done with the rows. Now I have seen that there's a 16-row Kenzie, but it doesn't have the splitter units on it, and it's not, you know, the splitters are kind of my big thing. I wish it had that, and if it had that, I'd probably use it a lot more. Yeah, 8400 would be a little cheaper horsepower than the newer stuff. Wouldn't mind using the CAD equipment from the base game, but I don't know. They could put a lot more cab detail in them. Then I'd probably want to use them more. Alright, is he coming? No, he's not. Just in the nick of time. Now, where the hell are you going? Alright, well, that's course play. Cart driver wants to drive through a ditch, he can drive through a ditch. I don't really care. I'm just not gonna watch him do it. Hey, Tyler, you're still on the beans. Wheat still doesn't want to be ripe, so just keep making money at the beans anyway. The wheat was more of a rotational thing. They're gonna put wheat on this field and the field we just cut, so need to get those worked up and planted here in short order. Wouldn't mind skipping ahead to some daylight, but I've got tonight yet to cut and tomorrow on the weather, and then it's going to be raining and I won't be able to cut anything, so just going to have to do as much now as I can in the dark. Yep, sold another load of beans, which gonna work out good, I hope. The price had gone up across the river, but I didn't really want to drive over there. I was actually dumping when I checked the price, so just gonna have to dump them there. It's closer anyway. Save me a little time. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you'd ban somebody if somebody was asking about another channel. I guess maybe he's had something bad happen to him before like that. I don't know. Make good progress across this. I think get this field finished. I'm gonna get that 9R working this ground up so we can get some wheat planted yet. Yeah, there's plenty of YouTube fame for everybody. Yeah, I don't know. This isn't something really to get bent out of shape over, but what was he playing there, Tyler? Yeah, I'll probably be on for probably another hour. Oh, I gotcha. realize the trees were right there. Keep hitting the wrong button. Yeah, there's no point in trying to be too serious. It's only farm sim. Am I done? I'm not done harvesting, that's for sure. We have field 31, 32 yet to go, but doubt we'll get to that tonight. So. Yeah, misspelling's not too big of a deal. As long as you can understand what word it was supposed to be. Yep. I think we're gonna focus on the north part of this swath. And come on. It looks like there's 6 passes here. And then switch back over and finish up going around that other part of the field. try to get that cart over here. I'm gonna have to go down and back so the auger won't be available when we make the next pass. And I don't want that cart driving in the beans. Here we go. Yeah, my favorite tractor brand's probably Agco products. I like the Agco tractors, but they killed that line. So. And since nobody makes Agco equipment for farm sim, I just go to Deere because it's always, not always, but it's generally good type of stuff. Or good quality stuff. Shit, I gotta move that truck. Alright, you said a good one there, Steiger. Always wanted to drive one. They always had the best tractor names. I mean, you could have. Speaking of Steiger, there's actually a Steiger for sale at a farm just right down the road from me. See it every day. I go home for work, or go to work and come back from work. Alright. Feel like you're getting somewhere on this field. It's a long son of a bitch. Hate to have to plant something in this field. It would be crooker than holy hell without GPS. Tell you what, that's about the best thing invented in the last 10 years on equipment. Well, god damn it. I wish Courseplay would quit sending the tractors through the middle of standing crop. Don't know why it does it. Thought I had the thing turned off, but I guess not. Story of what? Don't have too many stories. Work too much. Alright, come on. Yeah, sure, I'll tell you about the co-op. Maybe after I get done with the stream here, Milo, I'll find you. Just let me know what the game title is, and I'll try to hop in, see how I'm feeling. It's gonna be about 40 minutes, I'd say. So yeah, the co-op I work for is it's a four agronomy location, since I work in agronomy. Serving, I don't know, 5 or 8 counties. Pretty medium-sized co-op. Do grain, energy. Now the part I work in is the precision ag specialist with the company. So I'm in charge of all the grid sampling, the VRT work, variable rate planning. I also manage one of our research plots and assist with 3 others. I also run our crop scouting stuff, so we have interns do some of it. I'll do some of it. Any other trials and stuff we do is through my location. I'll be helping with actually 2 locations, so we try to keep pretty busy in the summer, spring and summer, and the here lately the fall too. Got mostly well, it's all deer spraying equipment. Got Terragators and Case Titans for spreading equipment. So pretty nice stuff. Pretty fun to mess around with. Like I said earlier tonight, we're affiliated with Growmark and the FS system. So most of our products we use are Growmark based, or we get all of our fertilizer through Growmark. It's a really great company to work with. Most of their member co-ops are based in Illinois and Iowa. Got one in Wisconsin, some in Missouri. So it's a pretty neat company to be affiliated. It's a full-time job, so and most of the summer I'm scouting. Spring and fall I'm grid sampling. Right now I've been working on lining everybody up for scouting for next year, going over grid sample results with people. So yeah, it's enough to keep a guy busy quite a bit. Yeah. Well, yeah, I saw that. I was trying to watch some videos and I saw that pop up on YouTube. What I hate saying is, and I don't know the co-op, don't know the guys out there. I'm sure they're trying to do the best they could. But no one's perfect, I guess. I think they were getting stuck or something. I don't know. I've been stuck many times. Wet ground's bad. Every grow mark's different, or FS location is different. But when farmers start harping on co-ops, they like to forget that one customer is not the only customer that we have to deal with and try to get stuff done for. I know farmers got a hard job. We're right there with them, so if that level of understanding could be shared, that would be amazing, because we all fuck up. It's just kind of life, so. Yeah. Hey, I've buried a 1100 rogator before twice, so I mean, when it's go time and you're told yeah go, you just go. And sometimes it's not the best position to be in, but you got 1,000 acres of spreading to do and something's a little marginal, you just spread it because you don't ever know when you're gonna get back to it. But that's why you try to do the best you can with what you got. Alright, is he stuck or is he just no? See if we can get. Oh, he's coming. Yeah, Milo, do you remember what FS location that was? Because I can't. I watched that a year or two ago. Oh, okay. So that was Growmark FS doing it. That's the actual only Growmark owned co-op in the whole system. Which is pretty neat. Talk to the guys from out there. They deal with a lot more vegetables and specialty crops. It's always kind of fun to see what they think of certain things. And they also do a lot of Varus cart working or Varus cart work. So less non-traditional soil sampling, which I have never really looked into because I can't get. I think you can only get pH and OM, which is nice for lime, but if you can't do P and K, I'm kind of like, what's the point? Just rather get it, send it off to the soil lab. It's not that much more expensive anyway. Yeah, I do remember it was a hayfield. I think they were spreading lime or something weird on it. Alright, well that land is done. Let's see if I can find where the rest of the standing beans are in this field. Damn, I really worked across this thing. Yep, they're there. Yeah, I get down on me good time. Yeah. Yeah, speaking, going back to my job, another aspect that I get to control. Other aspect I get to control is we offer satellite and aerial imagery as NDVI stuff. We get it through a company called Mavericks, and it's really interesting stuff to watch and look at. Um, Seeing what kind of imagery we get back this year was really wet, and when we imaged fields, I got to see tile lines really pronounced. Um, some nutrient, some disease issues. Um, Weeds were popping up in the imagery. It's really, really interesting stuff. Which kind of makes my job fun day to day throughout the spring. It kind of helps direct scouting too. It's really neat stuff. I'm about done. I'll probably give it another 30 minutes before I call it quits. I want to get this field finished yet. Um, trying to get it done all night, so we'll get this one done, probably call it quits. Turn out lights. Yeah, there's not too much left anyway. Wrong button again. Yep, now that we're in the short rows, this will go pretty quick. I'd hate to bale the straw off of this size of a field, but that's why we're going to do field 37 instead next year. Hey man, if you can't stay awake, just tap out and go to bed. Sleep is always more important than a video game. Well, shouldn't say that, but it is. Too much left here. Kind of waiting on that. Should really get that cart tractor here, so I can get empty by the time I get down to this other end. We'll finish up the headland, which I should have put on it earlier, but just been trekking along cutting beans. Yeah, I'd love to see a soybean crusher plant right next to the ethanol plant up here. That would be a lot nicer for hauling purposes. But I doubt that's really going to get added in. Perfect. We'll race down here. Oh, I should have grabbed that little nose. Yeah, we'll grab this one. All right. Yeah, not too much left to go now, so. Oh, shit. Not paying attention. Alrighty, that would be easy to remember there, Milo, to hop into. Like I said, I'll have to re-download the map and stuff, because I don't have any of those mods you got, but if they're on American style modding, I can find them pretty easy. Did I make? Yeah, I made a couple passes here. Go ahead and try to, yeah, there's not much left here. Alright, where's the cart? Probably should dump now, so I can get around again. Yeah, I know, I really wish they'd um, would let you link like a Google Drive or Dropbox um, thing to your multiplayer game, so you could have somebody just download uh, all your mods you're using on a specific multiplayer game, instead of having to try to go out and search for everything, because there's probably a lot of people who get the wrong version of something, and that just snowballs from there. Nikolai, thanks for the sub. It's appreciated. Hope you're gonna enjoy what we got going on tonight. doing a little late night bean cutting, so we can get some wheat in the ground. Good, he's full. Should get the semi full now, so. Get that last little miss there. I believe I keep finding the spots where I missed. Keep this edge a little straighter. Okay, 990. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, I didn't do a good enough course for that cart, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I might be able to hold everything, probably not, but we'll just see. Yeah, there's only about 1 million of those out there. I think everybody's probably got a different version of that. Yep. If I do the stream tomorrow, which I'm kind of planning on, it'll be daylight when we do anything else here. Can't really see a whole lot doing this at night. Give it all. Whew. Old girl's struggling to get up that hill. Oh yeah. Home stretch now. Just in the nick of time, looks like it. Yep, I will see you later there, Tyler. Yeah, try to do some more of this tomorrow. Hopefully I can get the wheat to mature, so then we can cut that and maybe do some baling instead. Probably set this up onto course play. Just hadn't done any harvesting in a while, so decided to just hop in and do it. I yeah, I'll wish I had a notepad. I'll take tell you what I'll do is I can make a server up tomorrow. Um, if I don't get, oh, nothing should be going on tomorrow. I'll make a server up and I will link a mod file for the server tomorrow, and then whoever wants to join can join in. Yeah, well, any help is appreciated on the farm. Been trying to get the guys I work with to let me build them some computers so they can jump in, but everybody wants to be stingy about their money, so I'm just here doing this all solo, so yeah, I'll take some help for sure. As long as your internet connection's good, that you're not gonna lag everywhere, because I know that's a pain. That's one of the problems with farming sim. It's just connectivity's really bad. All right. Yeah, I think they'll. Not all of them will be. But like I said, 90% of them are. So the problem is, I've edited some of them, and I can't remember which ones I've edited and which ones I haven't. So that's why I got to include a mod or mod folders. But I'll cut some of it out, cut some fat. Okay. Yeah, then it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I don't think I probably got 30 total. I only use about 10 to 15. So, yeah, I'll make sure that the file size isn't huge, because I know nobody wants to wait. God damn it, filled up. I know nobody wants to wait for fucking an hour for all the mods to load, so. Oh, come on, you can make that. God damn, that's annoying. Yeah, I downloaded it. I didn't really check anything else out. I know that's from Steam Camp modding, so they actually did the Rogator I got in here, but it looked pretty good. The 28 applicator looked pretty decent. I think that was the one thing that was standing out in my mind. But I know there's a disc and some heroes and stuff in there too. So, but yeah, it looked to be pretty decent. Yeah, I'll try to, if I remember, to work that in as well. I know I don't really like side dressing, so I don't really do a lot of that, but I know it looks cool. Alright. Big deal, 200 right. There we go. States beat maybe not. Just had to grab a screenshot on that one. Oh, okay. They must have updated it, because I didn't think they had a green cart in that, but I guess I didn't really look at it too much. But I know that's more like South African equipment too, which is alright. I just don't generally do anything but US style stuff. Yeah, and there went another one. Really don't like these road signs. They really get in the way, but I thought they weren't supposed to move too, but they fucking do every time. Get under this auger here. Alright, buddy, you're not gonna be needed. Yep. Yeah, it seems like good equipment though. Yeah, actually I'm getting pretty whooped myself. About 11 o'clock here, I'm probably gonna get this field done, probably shut her down for the night. Should see what tomorrow brings. Might do a morning stream, and then might do 2 tomorrow, but that's kind of pushing it. I know I've done a couple 4-hour streams back to back, or one 4-hour one day and a 4-hour the next. I could barely talk the next day at work, so you got to be careful on how much streaming I do, because it just kills my voice. Probably not tonight. Yeah, I'm starting to get pretty tired at this point. Been playing since probably about 2 o'clock this afternoon. But I'll definitely hit you up tomorrow when I get all that stuff together. Try to figure something out there. Well, get these last few passes done. Okay. Yeah, I'll try to find it there in the morning. Shouldn't be too hard to find though. Yeah, it'd probably be at 2 o'clock, and then I'll probably do something at like 8 o'clock. Do like a 2-hour stream. For 7 or 8 o'clock. We'll do the big one in the afternoon. Like I said, it all depends on how I feel. I could wake up tomorrow morning and not have a voice, so if I'm gonna do something, I'll try to do a notification if I can remember. Alright, get this last 2-foot wide strip done, 3-foot, whatever the heck it is. Oh, thought I had to sneeze there. Yeah, we'll get this little strip done, throw it on the cart, get everything back up to the end of the field, and I think we'll wrap stuff up. Getting on to about 3 hours and 50 minutes, so got quite a bit of work done. See, about a third of the beans are all finished up, so be pretty happy with that. Actually, I'm gonna leave the combine over on this end. start shutting everything down, folding everything up. Thought that was off. And we'll catch all you guys in the next one. Hopefully tomorrow we can get some more beans cut, get some of the wheat planted. Got some groundwork too, so it'll be another busy day on the farm. So till then, I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.